Hello, boys and girls. Today's lesson is going to be about starting from any number and counting up. Do you remember what this is? Remember on our desk we had one. It was a little bit fancier, wasn't it? What do we call that? It's a number line, isn't it? And our number lines in our classroom usually start on 0 or 1 and they go up, don't they? But in real life, these number lines keep going and going and going, and they don't ever stop. They can go on forever. And when you get a little bit older, you'll find out that there's also numbers that go on forever this way. I know, you noticed that, didn't you? Salvatore, you said, why is there an arrow there? Well, that's why. Because the numbers keep going and going and going this way, and the numbers keep going and going that way. Do you know when we hear to infinity and beyond? Yeah, that word infinity, it means it goes on forever. And numbers do that. You could always keep counting up. Well, we're not going to count that high today, but we are going to get to count on from numbers other than just starting with 1 or other than just starting with 0. We're going to start at 5 and keep counting up. We're going to practice starting at 7 and keep counting up. And I know some of you are already smiling. Why are you smiling, Angie? Are you smiling because you've got a good heart? I know that. But you're also smiling because you're saying, Mrs. Finkel, we already do that when we use our tens frames, don't we? A lot of times we'll say 10 and then count up. Or when we do our flash counting, we'll flash 10 and then we'll count up on the other side, won't we? Yeah, we're going to be doing the same thing today. We're just going to be officially doing it. But before we do, we're going to go backwards and reconnect with some of our old learning. All right, do you see these 10 frames here? Our job today is to see how many are represented on the tens frame and write the number. Now, something that's a little bit new about these today is I'm going to try to attach a scan of this worksheet right below this video. So if you have a printer at home, with your parents' permission, you might be able to print out this worksheet and do it at home. But if you don't, no worries. You can use a whiteboard and write it on your whiteboard. You can use a scrap of paper. You can write it on that paper, or you can just listen with us. You could write it in the air. There's so many ways you could do this, but we're going to try to put this video right next to this paper. So hopefully you'll see that somewhere. All right, here we go. Looking here at number 1. Yep, a lot of you have just been able to look at that visually and say right away, Mrs. Finkel, that's 3. Let's review how we make the 3. Around a tree, around a tree. That's the way to make a 3. Very good. Okay, and look at that. Caden has his hand raised already. He doesn't want to waste time going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He knows that when we have a full row on our tens frame that it's a 5 group. Let's go back, down, and around. Mr. 5 is what we found. Now let's look over here. Let's just say 5. Because we see a full row, and let's count on the other counters. Say 5. 5, 6, 7, 8. You got it. 2 less than 10 is 8. Make an S. Do not wait. Go right back up and make an 8. There we go. Who just said 1 is fun? Was that you, Capri? 1 is fun. There we go. We got it. Oh, I know, Aviana. You're smiling because you want to tell me that's 10. We didn't even need to count it. We saw a full tens frame and we said 10. I made my straight line 1 and then I made my 0, didn't I? Just a little spaghetti space in between so that we know it's the same number. All right, down over here. Logan, what are you saying? Yes, number 2. And of course we're going to do our railroad track, Hunter C. Here we go. Around and back on a railroad track, toot, toot. Boy, it feels like it's been a long time since I've done that. All right, oh, look at, everyone say 5. One more, what is that, Ishi? 6, you got it. A curve and a loop like a hula hoop. Now this one, it's interesting. What do you think I should do with that, Salma? You're recognizing that a tens frame would be 10, but there's one spot missing. So we think in our brain, what's 1 less than 10? 9, of course. So I'm going to do a circle and a line. There we've got our number 9. Thanks, Alma. All right, you know what? We could do something very similar over here, couldn't we? Sure, Reed, you're right. If we had a full row, we would say 5, that it's a 5 group. But look it's only missing 1. So instead of saying 10 take away 1, like I did over here, I'm going to think in my brain 5 take away 1, or what do I say right before number 5? I say 4, 5. So I'm down, back, down once more. That's a way to make a 4. All right, let's do this one. A row of 5, count up, 6, 7. Across the sky, down from heaven, that's the way to make a 7. Very good. So there, boys and girls, we practice looking at a model of a number and writing it. Down here, the directions are telling us to trace and write the numbers in order. We can do that. Don't forget, if you have a whiteboard or a sheet of paper, go ahead and do that at home too, okay? If not, you're doing it in the air, right? All right, straight line 1. Right down. Now when I'm doing 2, I'm going to try and start just below the line, reach up, touch the top, curve down and back. Yes, I heard you, Hunter B. 2, 2. All right, number 3 is going to reach up, touch the top, curve in the middle, curve at the bottom and up. Very good. 4, down, back, down once more. That's a way to make a 4. Good job. All right, Priscilla, what are you thinking? Yes, ma'am. Number 5. Back, down, and around. Mr. 5 is what you found. Oh, look it. They've already got the number 6 for us, so all we have to do is trace it. We're starting at the top line. We're going to do a curve down to the bottom and a loop. Oops, I had something a little bit bumpy underneath. I think it still worked out, though. After 6 comes 7. Across the sky, down from heaven, that's the way to make a 7. All right, what comes after that? Mason, what were you going to tell me? Number 8. Here we go. We're making our S. We're not going to be late. Go back up and make an 8. Very good. All right, and after that, what should I do next, Hawksley? Number 9? All right, that will be fine. A circle and a line. That's the way to make a number 9. All right, which one of my Noras is going to help me out on the next one? You're both going to help me. All right, Noras, what is it? 10. Very good. Straight line down for a number 1. Then going to start at the top, curve around, connect at the top. Very good. And then I've got my 0. So a 1 and a 0 makes 10. All right, boys and girls, we did it. We reviewed writing our numbers from 1 to 10. We also modeled some numbers. I think we're ready for our next part of the lesson, which is counting up from any number.